Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a jaw-dropping case straight out of London, where a man filming luxury cars is met with a full-blown police response. Tasers drawn, handcuffs on, and allegations flying under serious laws, including terrorism legislation. But here's the twist. After a search finds nothing, the police try to escalate anyway. We're breaking down every shocking moment, exposing what's legal, what's not, and what this means for your rights in the UK. Buckle up, because this one's a wild ride.
I'm relaxed. It's you all need to relax there. Wow, what's all this about?
Don't know, mate. Don't know what...
You don't know what it's about. You've handcuffed me.
Right, relax, relax.
I'm relaxed. You relax.
Look at this response. Tasers drawn, straight to handcuffs. No conversation at all. The excuse? Someone called and said the person had knives. But here's the issue. These officers never checked that claim. They just acted on it like it was true. Section 1 of PACE allows police to search you, but it requires reasonable grounds, something the officer must see or know to be true, not just a rumor or someone told me. If I called right now and said you had a weapon, should the police just believe me without checking? Of course not. That's exactly what happened here. Private security made an accusation, and these officers took it as fact without doing the most basic thing, looking at the situation themselves. A quick glance would have shown no threat, no weapons, nothing. But instead, ego and urgency took over, and they went in full force. That's not keeping anyone safe. That's reacting without thinking.
Right, don't face me.
Don't face you?
Oh, yes, don't face.
Look at this. Tasers drawn immediately, handcuffs next. Zero conversation, zero verification. Why? Because someone made a claim. But under PACE, officers need reasonable grounds. It can't just be a rumor or a call from security. If anyone could trigger police action with a simple phone call, what's to stop misuse? Here, the officers skipped the most basic step, actually observing the situation. No weapons, no threat, nothing. Yet force was used. This isn't just overreaction, it's a breach of legal protocol. Who would you trust more in this scenario, the security tip or your own eyes?
Why?
You're getting aggressive towards me.
I'm getting aggressive because I'm asking why you've got me cuffed.
Yeah. Relax.
Well, tell me what's your grounds for having me cuffed.
Huh?
What's the grounds? You need grounds. You can't just go up to members of the public, right, and handcuff people like this.
All right. Just relax. Do we know where Scott Green? What are you doing?
You're holding me quite tightly. I'm studying you doing anything.
Stop facing me. Right at the moment, my piece is settled for...
Yeah, that's all I'm asking you for. From where, sorry? From where, sorry?
Right, from Bishopsgate Police Station. And PC settled. We're searching under section 1, okay?
What's your grounds?
Grounds for... Yourself has been... Or your colleague has been seen with a knife, okay?
A knife?
That's why, yeah, potentially, yeah. That's why you're going to be searched.
Wow. So you'll have an instant number then for this call, won't you?
There will be a code number, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have a copy of that as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Thank you. I mean, don't forget, listen, let me tell you this, daughter, right? Don't forget, you've got a phone call alleging that people have got knives. Have you found any knives?
No.
So people are lying then, aren't they?
Not necessarily. It's
well,
members of the public.
Huh?
Members of the public said that. Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
You're going in and out of buildings you should not be going in.
Have you got any proof that we have been in any buildings?
Now watch this exchange. The auditor asks for the grounds of detention. The officers stumble, fumbling explanations, admitting they're acting on potential rather than fact. That's a massive red flag. Law enforcement isn't allowed to detain someone based on guesses or gut feelings. This sergeant just admitted to policing by possibility, not evidence. Imagine walking past a shop and being detained just because someone thought you might steal something. That's exactly what's happening here, and it's plainly unlawful. The law requires clear, objective reasons, not assumptions or ego-driven narratives.
That I've been trying to go into buildings?
No, I said the allegation is from public that you've been going to buildings. I haven't said I've seen you doing it.
So
doesn't matter.
So it does matter.
You're going in and out of buildings you should not be going in.
Have you got any proof that we have been in any buildings that you're not supposed to?
We're checking the CCTV.
I suggest the potential.
Has anyone...
I don't know.
I'm just asking because I don't know what's been asked of you already. Has anyone
Sarge, listen, I'm not going to give you no hard time, mate, you know.
Just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. I don't want to ask you the same questions that officers have already asked.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give you no hard time.
Has anyone asked this gentleman, or have you been asked what photos you're taking and what you're taking images of?
Sarge, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right. Do you know the police, right? They work on what they know, don't we? We don't work on what potential.
I do. I work on potential.
Right.
I work on why are 3 individuals here taking pictures of vehicles parked at the back of buildings.
I don't
going up to
where.
the back of...
Here's where it gets crazy. The knife allegation falls apart. Nothing illegal is found. Yet the surgeon escalates using Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. That law is designed for real terrorist threats, bombs, attacks, major public danger, not someone photographing cars from a public space. This is a textbook example of legal overreach. The original stop was already questionable, and instead of admitting the mistake, they double down, invoking serious legislation where it doesn't belong. It's policing for appearances, not justice.
Okay.
For me, under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we have a power to search you and search any images you've taken to look at what you're doing.
Okay.
So it's time to start having a conversation.
Okay, listen.
And stop being awkward.
First to do that. Yeah, you've got the power, but you've got to have grounds.
I have got grounds. I've just given you the grounds.
And let me tell you this, Sarge.
Plainclothes officers to be taking photos of vehicles. And why are you at the back of a building, coming up to the back of this building? I want to see if you've taken
Because
images.
the security guard engaged me in conversation and asked me what I was doing.
Right, why did the security guard ask you what he was doing?
Because I was looking at that car there, because it's a sports car.
What car where? Oh, okay, right. For me, looking into the basement area of the back of a building is suspicious behaviour.
Suspicious is not against the law.
No, it isn't. Right. It gives us grounds under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
I know you're saying knife up there, Sarge.
Right, so that's
You've already done that?
No, we haven't. We searched under Section 1 because we were told there was a knife.
Okay.
So you haven't been searched under Section 43(1).
No, but you've searched us, so you don't need to search us again then.
Well,
Now watch the petty retaliation unfold. The auditor requests his stop search record, a legal right under PACE Code. What happens? The officer refuses, claiming he doesn't have it. Even though digital systems exist, the surgeon steps in to correct him. Yes, the man is entitled to it. This is a deliberate tactic to deny accountability. Without that record, it's much harder to challenge a wrongful stop. Think of it like getting a parking ticket, but they refuse to show it. Impossible to contest. Your rights exist on paper, but enforcement, that's a different story.
I went about to all police stations, right, to say that photography in public is not illegal and shouldn't be used. And listen, let me finish though, this is the important bit, right, and shouldn't be used first to use Section 43 under. Yeah, it does.
But we're not saying
and that comes from the National Chief Constable.
It doesn't matter. Within the back of a building, that's suspicious behaviour. And for me, that is covered under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. And that was what I said.
Yeah.
So, that's what I was saying.
No, that's unwanted contact. It's unwanted contact. Get off me, man.
Let go of him. Just listen.
Don't talk like
listen.
that. Don't talk to me like that, Sergeant. I won't talk to you like that.
That's all I've said. Listen. How's that rude? I'm asking you to listen.
If I'm shouting,
you're shouting.
No, if I was shouting, you're shouting. Listen.
I'm just saying listen, because you're looking at me. Listen to me a minute, right? So, based on what I was being told, looking in the building, obviously my colleague's got some more information now, and we've had a discussion, and we agree, we all agree. Listen, we all agree there's not enough under Section 43. That's what I was trying to get to. We've got to that, right? But your behaviour, taking images and photos...
Is it illegal?
No, it's not illegal.
Well, there you go then, so will you stop saying that, please?
Because we don't know until we stop and talk to you and deal with it. What?
So he's behaviour. I think his behaviour's been Western man.
Right, we don't know until we stop and talk to you what you've been doing.
I got roughed up, man.
Well, I didn't rough you up, so you was put in cuffs.
Fast forward to the police response letter. They claimed the justification for tasers and handcuffs was a sheath that looked like a knife. Nothing more. That's the evidence they relied on for full force measures. It's a stark reminder. Police actions must be proportionate and based on facts, not appearances or assumptions. Every escalation here was based on perception, not proof, and that's exactly why the law protects citizens from abuse.
You've been stopped. The initial allegation for a Section 1 search was because we were told there were knives seen. That's why.
Sarge, listen, I don't feel as though we've had a conversation. I feel as though I've been shouted at.
Well, I haven't raised my voice, so you have, but I haven't. I haven't needed.
That won't lie, you know, Sarge. Right. But Sarge, can I ask you just
I've asked you to listen, that's all.
Okay, can I ask you to listen then?
Yeah, of course.
Can you have a copy of my stop search?
I don't know who stopped searching you, but I didn't stop searching.
Because I've called him a clown. He doesn't want to give me it.
Well, it's your right to have a copy of that.
Well, tell him then. Excuse me, clown. Hello. Sergeant said you've got to give me a copy of the stop search.
I said you're entitled to a copy of your stop search.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Now, I haven't got it on me. So
oh, you there, must have.
Listen.
Creative. Listen to the officer. He'll explain, all right?
He's not an officer. He's not an officer, Sarge. He's a constable.
Right. He's still an officer.
No, he's not.
Do you want to listen? Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me your email and I'll do that. Or you can go in front of Misuse police station and you can collect a paper copy. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand. I hear you what you're saying.
Okay. So you hear me? Do you want me to repeat myself again?
Yeah,
it's
please.
Quite clear.
Please, go on then.
Yeah?
Go on then.
So give me your email and I can give you an electronic copy.
Yeah.
Or you can go in front of Misuse police station, opposite Liverpool Street.
Yeah.
Or you can get a paper copy.
Okay.
Yeah?
I still don't understand.
Cool. Alright, well you do, now you're back.
I don't.
Okay, cool.
I don't. See you later.
A man filming cars faced unlawful detention, baseless allegations, and police overreach, escalating all the way to misuse of terrorism laws. Nothing illegal was found, yet the officers acted first and asked questions later. A clear breach of procedure. The settlement confirms the case's merit and highlights serious flaws in enforcement. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.